Alright, so we're walking. Okay, so ooh yeah, I get a like already. Hi. Not much, you. So I don't know how much it is. Do you want to gift it to me? Oh, I forgot. They took away game vouchers. I know, I'm pissed. So yay, coffee. It's a latte. It's a decaf one, because I don't want to stay up. So, I sometimes feel like I have coffee to stay awake all the time. You had 1,000 tags, wow. $40. It's not bad. I don't know. I'm kind of still broke, honestly. It's like, I mean, even if I don't spend money on anything, it's always like the adulthood quicksand economy of like, are you making enough money? And even if you make enough money, are you going to have enough money to even do anything you want to barely live? And then you just feel more miserable while you're in existence. Kind of sad, but true. So, some days I just wish I could go back to being a kid, where the only limitation was... I'm trying to finish that thought. I'd rather just go back to being a kid, where my only limitation wasn't my energy, but more so my, well, at least if it was money back at that age, it's like it wouldn't feel like I'd have the worry aspect in the way. Don't forget to hit the like. Yes, I will visit Voodoo Donuts tomorrow. I want to see Scream. Honestly, I want to see a scary movie. I like scary movies. Like, I won't watch it all the time. Like, if I'm going to bed, I do not want to watch a scary movie. So... I will take that into account. I definitely need to watch weapons. So damn cute. Come on. Thank you. I don't have it. Some days I just wish someone could be a magical genie and just grant me like unlimited wishes. Be like, Nick, do you want to take all the miserableness of last year and just wipe that clean and then have money was water? Yes! I wish. Every day. Oh, God. If I didn't have to worry about budgeting and finances about adulthood, I just live in a trap. But that's where I am. 38. I kind of start to miss 2019. That was a year. God, I went to so many conventions, and that happened, and I did so many more races. How many races did I run? Let's see, I ran the LA Pride 5K, San Diego's, Palm Springs, Long Beach. So basically 4 prides I ran them. That was fun. I did have some problems with my legs though. Thankfully I had a friend who's a Mexican plastic surgeon get me painkillers. That was fun. So how about Fire Red and Leaf Green? Oh, I can just play that on my 3DS. You already saw me play it. Like, the game is, you know, to be honest, like, I'll say this about Fire Red and Leaf Green as a game. It definitely improves upon the original, and I would say for what it was released at the time, it's good. But I do think that, like, I mean, again, like, Let's Go basically really modernized it, even if they gave it all the easy QOL aspect. Talk about Let's Go. I mean, I love Let's Go because it just makes the game like a joke. I just feel like they overpriced the Switch version. Oh, definitely. But the thing is, like, not like so horribly. Like, I'll say this, like, I would say that the pricing, I think they really just look at their profit margins. Because you have to remember, at the end of the day, they're a corporation. It's like Nintendo has to make. So, and they know it's gonna sell. So, it does look good in their first quarter. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy Fire Red and Leaf Green. It's like, I'm trying to think if I would play it. Like, if someone gave it to me, I wouldn't say no, but again, I can play it on my 3DS for free. So it's like, why am I spending $20 on a game? Also, there's no online. So it's like, there's like, it's like if you're gonna re-release a game, could you at least make the re-release matter? Like, what happened to, like, people actually caring about games? When Satoru Iwata was with the company, it was all about him being, at first and foremost, a video game player. And now you got people that are business people that don't even care about what their products like. I'm still excited for that. I mean, my major complaint about that game, I do have to say, these cars are traveling fast. I'm really just disappointed by the lack of QR code. That game really needed to have QR code functionality and picture sharing. I mean, Elgato will take care of that problem. So if you want a picture share, just use an Elgato and then you can share pictures as you want. Or better yet, you could just take the SD card and just load it on your computer and just load it online. So there you go. So the picture sharing thing, to me, doesn't seem like a huge crux, but at the same time, it's like, I just think, like, the point of these games. Yeah. Are you doing anything special? Oh yeah, I'll react to the stream. Yeah. So at least that's why I took off tomorrow, so I can react to it. I wish I could go to New York, but I can't. So that would have been fun. The sad thing is, I mean, how am I going to do Pokemon Go on stream? I'm not going to carry my computer with me. Like, that's what I want to understand. It's like, how do people stream Pokemon Go on YouTube? Because, like, you literally have to walk places. It's like, unless you're going to... Well, when I was trying to stream Pokemon Go, and I did it from my computer, I was at, like, a pretty hotspot area where there was frequent gym battles. So at least there was that. So... I mean, I'll say this also, like, there is one advantage, since they have added a lot more features. I think that's basically what a game is. The more features you can give, the better the game is, in my opinion. When they added, what's it called? When they added those raid passes, where you could actually battle from thousands of miles away. Like, I actually kind of like that. Then it stopped people from spoofing, which I was not a fan of, because it's like, at that point, like, might as well just break the game. It's like, can't the game give you some rules or something? I don't think they are going to do anything. I mean, maybe they'll have some kind of thing, but I don't think it's going to be the same as the New York store. Like, the New York store has, I mean, the sad thing about the San Francisco store, and I do like the San Francisco store, it's not a bad store. Like, if I have to complain about the San Francisco store, yeah, their screen setup is a lot different from New York. So it's like if they wanted to have like an event, it has to be a lot different. Probably will be Xerneas, Yevatol, or other Kalos. They already did ZA, so I don't think they really are going to go back to Kalos. I'm trying to think, where are they going to go? Pokemon. Some people were suggesting Galar. So, or I guess Galar, or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's like if you really ask me what I wish Nintendo would do. Oh, the Kalos tour. Oh, okay. That's right. Oh, and Pokemon Go. Yeah, maybe they'll talk about that. Galar's coming back in March. I'm trying to like little thoughts here. I really just wish they brought back the themes, the menu themes, to the console. It's like I'm really just depressed about that. Like I want Nintendo to come up with these themes. Yeah, I miss that too, Kalaka Boy. I'd have to move back to San Francisco. Would I ever move back to San Francisco if I had somewhere to live? I don't. So I only wish I had like some of these big creators, like followings. Like, I can only imagine like someone who could basically like upload a video once a week, get hundreds of thousands of views, basically make bank, and yet have time to do everything else in the world, and their lives to me are perfect. So, granted, I get that nothing in life stays the same forever, which maybe that's why I want to go back to being a kid all the time, because I'd rather just be in a safe space where I don't have to worry about the world changing because I'm in a protected environment. Okay, and they're doing some road construction over there. Fun stuff. I don't think it's very hot. You know, I do miss doing panels at conventions, so think about that. Should I keep this hair color? Should I change it? I'm honestly kind of voting on changing it. So, I liked the experiment as far as like, oh, I should look this first. I liked the idea of having it for a while. Change to what color? Something more natural, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I might go more chestnut-ish. Chestnut to arbor versus this is a bit bold of a choice. I feel like I'm that one character in that Captain Hook 90s movie. What is it, Rufio? With the crazy hair? Yeah. So. But again, I mean, even last year I colored hair. I just didn't color it this crazy. Like, I colored it more naturally, so that way, like, because I really struggle with my self-esteem when I look in the mirror. So if I see any grays, I'm just like, no, get rid of that. I'm not 60. I'm like, no, I'm still not aging. It's like, please. So It's like, if there's anything I'm majorly neurotic about, it's about having to look in the mirror and having to feel miserable about how I look. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was going through a lot of stress over the past couple of years, where it's like, you'll look at me and just see how miserable I get. So, okay. Oh, you look good, Nanika. Thank you. You may not believe me, but my NetPass keeps glitching and acts weird, and I'll leave it in sleep mode without NetPass, and I keep getting tags. Do you know why? Because I keep thinking wild tag. Well, what I was going to tell you is, if you have people on your friends list, because this is really what happens, is they have a relay system, and this is less so NetPass, this is more Pretendo, is that you can kind of spot pass with Street Pass, meaning you can Street Pass people and exchange the data wirelessly because of how the connectivity works through Pretendo. So if you have someone on your friends list and they go online, like when I get Nilly's tag, like I'll get his tag and he'll come into my lobby. Ugh. Can we get to 5 likes? Please and thank you. So, I'm walking down the street, because that's what I do. Is this rain here yet? This is boring. It's boring. So, oh wait, that makes a lot more sense. It has an error, but it says could not access SD card last intent, and it says that in Plaza. So, yeah. Love listening to your voice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I guess it's a Pretendo relay. Most likely it's a Pretendo relay. So the only thing I'm scared about this walk is that there's always homeless on my way home. So I always feel better for my own sanity that I live stream this. So that way, if there's any crazy people when I get attacked, you guys can call the police. Yay! But please don't call the police, I'm safe. But if anything does happen, you know. I never know that before. Thanks. I thought Street Pass Relay was down, even with Nintendo. Well, I mean, even though Nintendo took down the relays, technically speaking, the fans, I mean, not specifically me, but I did want the relays to go back up, and the fans that did supported that, and the ones that made it possible brought back. So, and I do appreciate that. I just wish that Nintendo saw that if people did that, game key cards, so you don't actually own the game, it's just downloaded on the game key card. I mean, I honestly think it's a waste to sell something in a store if I can just literally buy it onto my console. So I don't really understand it. So it's like you're buying an empty. I think physical media is important to have, especially for like history and for like database and such. Yeah, I'm crossing the street here. Ooh, 10 people watching. Can we get 10 likes? So, I promised a Dance Dance Revolution stream one of these days. One of these days. Looking at my hair, it's very interesting in the dark. Is there a round one? Yeah, there is a round one. I have to go to Tequila for that. That's far. And I don't really want to go there on my day off, because I'm already doing the donut place. One thing I always look forward to when I walk home is taking a bath. So at least I can feel warm. I was really crashing at my friend's place. Like I was at a friend's earlier today and my body was just, I just was not feeling it. And yeah. Ugh. Oh, this person has like a hoverboard thingy. But it's not a hoverboard, it's just one of those skateboards that they can just like roll down on. Up the street. It's so cold. I wish it wasn't like 50 degrees. So yay. What's your favorite game? That's an excellent question. I'm trying to think right now. I mean, I like Pokemon Stadium. I do like that. I like that game. I'm trying to think of other games. I liked GoldenEye. Like, I was really a big fan of that when they launched that. I think that was an excellent game. I mean, that was like, you know how big the fanfare was over GoldenEye for the Wii Virtual Console, and they did not bring it for that, and they finally brought it for that, and it was like 30 years later, and we finally got what we requested. Sorry. My apologies. You see how red my face is getting because of the cold? It's getting really red. So, they should make a street pass meetup soon. I wish. You know what I do wish, though? I will say this, if I had the resources. I wish PAX would give me a street pass panel every year. I mean, they give freaking Chugga Conroy a Runaway Guys panel every year. And it's like, well, actually, I know what someone would say if I said, what does he have that I don't? Millions of fans that basically go screaming wild for him. I know. So, that's just how the world works. You can't always get what you want. But it is what I wish I had. Really, I get them all the time. In Tomodachi Life, I get them all the time. Oh, that's the other thing that kind of sucks in Living the Dream. Is you don't get that. Okay, I have to go around this like dirt mulch thing. Get travel islands. Not that. Oh, that. You're talking about that. No, I do get boats. I get boats. I get people. So whenever I get the NetBass thing, my Tomodachi Life thing is almost like maxes out instantaneously. I always find it interesting how I have double the watchers versus the likes. I want all my likes. So. Yay, we're walking down the street. Woo! I have 279 street pass encounters in Tomodachi Life, like 7 travelers. I definitely have more than that. I'm not checking right now. So. God, it's so cold. What's for dinner? That's a great question. Probably just salad. I feel like I just eat salad all the time. Gotta keep that gut flora healthy. Wow, adulting. Need a scarf. You know, I had this really cool black and white 2 scarf that I wish I still had. But if I didn't have a twin brother who was a total... I'd probably still have it. But I don't. So... I just wish life had a genie. I just wish I had a genie and I could go back in time. For lives. Find out how good you'll be. So. I'm so talented at being a content creator that it's hard to hold on to any people that watch you as an audience. Oh God, I'm cold and I'm freezing. I hope you do. how far is my walk home? Yeah, it's like 5 miles. So, well, that's good. Yeah, it's a pretty far walk for me. But the thing is, like, especially these past couple of months have been very difficult for me because I've been extremely depressed and just trying to get my life back on track. That I don't do much anything of the day. My only main function of life right now is just going to work, and everything outside of work doesn't matter. So, the sad thing is, like, me getting back onto YouTube, while important to me, the sad thing is, it's almost like a goalpost that's constantly shifting, and there's no concrete way to guarantee or secure anything. That's the problem. So, like, last year, when I was starting off last year, I was getting like 10, 20K per short. And then the views started to dry up. And then I was like, oh, that's bad. And basically, I had no help around me. And the help that I got was figure it out or you're screwed. And I was like, wow, this is not helpful. This is not good. So basically, long story short, my twin brother did not stand up for me. Yeah. My twin brother did not stand up for me when I needed him. Basically backed out. Didn't want to tell me. Just wanted to take advantage. And I'm just like, yep, I knew it. And, yeah. I don't know why I'm still alive, but I'm here. So. There was one person saying I should go back into running. And I'm like, that'd be nice if I could just handle the adulting better and I didn't have to feel so, like, crushed under the impact of everything. That's my big problem right now. So, it'd just be nice if I could enjoy things without feeling like everything's in quicksand. That just sucks. Yeah. It's like, trying to smash the ceiling is difficult. Very difficult. Ugh. I mean, the good thing is I can say that my weight's gone back to where it should be. I mean, adult-themed donuts. Okay. Well, I'll trust you to send me a message about what you think I should try out there. But I'm not getting like a dozen donuts. I'm not Will Tennyson. I'm not like a bodybuilder that can like afford to sack his health for like a day and then make it better. So I have to be a responsible adult. So if this was 2019 me, I probably could have like 20 donuts and I wouldn't gain an ounce. That was the beauty of 2019. If I wanted to be a pig and I planned it properly, it would not take a hit at me. But now it's like, if I do that, well, unless I want to gain 30 pounds in one day, their most basic donut is the voodoo doll donut, okay? I mean, again, I like to indulge. Like, don't misunderstand me. It's not like, oh, Nick has to be a nutrition Nazi because he's so obsessed with his physical well-being that it's like, no, it's not that. It's that life is so stressful and so difficult as an adult that if I don't control the factors of living that keep me alive, then I'll just be on my way to speeding running myself to a faster death. So there you go. So that's the thing I hate about getting older. But the sad thing is, like, it's like, as much as like it's annoying, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'll have birthday cake on my birthday. Like, I will absolutely have a birthday cake on my birthday. So, but it's like, if I wanted to eat the way I could eat as a teenager now, it's like I'd have to basically treat exercise like a full-time job. And I just can't do that. Not at my current, like, capabilities right now. nostalgic ones are on the Wii. Yeah, the Wii has a lot of, I really like Trauma Center. I'm not gonna hold back and saying New Blood was one of my favorites. Like, I just love the storyline about the 10-year-old throwing a fit because his operation isn't expensive enough. I just start beaming like a little kid and start laughing because it's just such an absurd storyline. Someone on Twitch is playing the NES classic Deadly Towers. Cool. I've actually never heard of that game, I confess. So, I would say this, like as far as NES games go, I feel like my knowledge is a bit more limited because I was more high Justice of Hearts. My knowledge was more like Mario Brothers 2, Mario Brothers 3, Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Metroid. I'm trying to think of other NES games. Remind me, was Battletoads NES or was that Super NES? Because now I'm forgetting certain games. Yeah, it felt more like a Super NES game to me, but I'm trying to think of other NES games. I know that even the NES had movie tie-in games. Oh wow, Battletoads looked really good for NES, if that's the case. Because, like, I think I remember seeing that game in action. And that game is tough as nails. That's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles level of, like, screaming and pulling your hair out. They made a Battletoads sequel on Super NES. Yeah, they did. So, but that TMNT game, I will say Ninja Gaiden. I know that. I know Ninja Gaiden. I know, was it Rad Racer? That was with the Power Glove. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. So, yeah, no, I see that all the time. You know, that if you ask me, for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the equivalent to that scooter level was the Red Baron one, where you had to fly this plane around, and you had to go to certain locations on the map to take care of your enemies. Yay! Oh, there's that really good smelling teriyaki place I always pass. I gave up meat for Lent. There we go! Toshio's teriyaki! Maybe I'll eat it after Lent. So we'll see. Let's see, what else? Talking about more NES games? Oh, I want to tell a really fun story. Anecdotal story. You're Catholic? Yeah. Technically Catholic. I'm not like as observant. I haven't been to church in like years. You should have seen me in college. I was obsessed with going to church in college. Every Sunday. No, not really. No. Thankfully, I can say I was not that. But I appreciate you asking that question if you were looking out for me, so thank you. You know, it's really funny, I'll tell you this joke. So, I asked a friend in San Diego, I said, hey, I'm celebrating Lent, and I gave up meat. What did you give up? And they said, I gave up Lent. And I was like, well, that's one thing to give up. So, when I was a vegetarian in high school, my mother asked me, Nick, what did you give up for Lent? And I said, meat. And then she said to me, but you're already a vegetarian. What's the point? And I said, exactly, it makes everything easy. I couldn't help it. I guess it's just because, like, when I look back at that point in my life, I was just so frustrated with the challenge. I wanted everything to be easy that it was like, wow, I literally don't have to put too much thought into this because I've taken care of it. That's what I miss about those days. Anyway, what else? A PNG for another street pass. Oh, that's nice. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, right. So I actually did get to play some video games with my parents once. So my twin brother and I were very impressed because our siblings were gone and they were somewhere else and they were spending time with friends. And my parents just asked my twin brother and I, guys, what's wrong? We're just like, we have no one to play with. And then they volunteered, they said, could we play with you? So we boot up GoldenEye. And I literally laughed at my dad and I said, hey dad, I shot you. And then he just said, yeah, you got me good. So I know that's a funny line to take out of context. It's like, yes, folks, he was talking about a video game. He wasn't talking about real life. He said this. So. Enjoy walking so much. There's a raid hour. There's a raid hour. I mean, that's an easy one. I mean, I honestly think Melee is one of the best. But it's not like Smash Ultimate doesn't try to give a run for its money. 3DS 1 and Wii U ones are solid. Probably say 64 is even though it's I don't want to say it's the worst, but it is, because it's like, it's just not well realized. So, I do think that, like, Melee, how do I like Brawl? I mean, if I had a ranking, I would definitely prefer Melee over Brawl, personally. I mean, Brawl did have the Subspace Emissary, and it did have online, but it's like there are things I really preferred in Melee over Brawl. Like, I liked some of the character aspects better, I liked some of this, it's like... so tired walking. Alright, I'm listening to your rankings. What do you think about Street Pass? I think Street Pass is one of the most genius functionalities. Brawl's number one for you. Yeah, I would not put it at that high. I'd probably put it at 3 or 4 for me. Melee's too? Okay. I mean, I still enjoyed the 3DS one. I think the funny thing when you talk about 3DS and Wii U is some people said the 3DS one would become obsolete because the Wii U one would get released. And I think it's funny because it's like, to be honest, the 3DS one is handheld, so I can play it anywhere. So I don't have to worry about having to sit down to play. And I really I don't even think I touched my Wii U that one much. Like, especially what I was going through at that point in time. I definitely agree that 64 is at the bottom. Sure, I'd probably put Wii U at the bottom too. I put 64 in Wii U, yeah. I'd agree with that. I'd bump Ultimate way up. I'd probably trade Brawl with Ultimate. But then I'd trade Ultimate for Melee. And that would be my ranking. So. I mean, I think Ultimate was better. Like, maybe you just enjoyed 3DS one more. Oh, fun fact. When I lived in New Jersey and I had a Street Pass group, I had a quartet come in and play the Brawl theme while people were playing. I enjoy both the same. 3DS is just on 2 for better portability. I don't have a Jersey. No, I don't. I grew up in Princeton. So, I don't have a Jersey accent? What do you mean I don't have a Jersey accent? I thought everybody talks like New Jersey like this. Is that how New Jersey's supposed to talk like? Like this? Is this how New Jersey talks like? Oh, I can tell you something funny at work today. So, when I was cutting this person, well, before I was cutting this person's, what they wanted for deli, they asked me, what did they ask me? They asked me, can I get some turkey? And I said to the person, well, what brand? Well, I just want turkey. And I said, in a restaurant ordering pasta, and it took him for a moment to realize that there's more than one type of turkey. Because it's like, even though the store that I work at only carries Primo Taglio or Dietz and Watson, it's like, okay, do you want smoked? Do you want oven roasted? Do you want buffalo? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we go into an Italian restaurant, we say, I'd like to order the pasta. And then the waiters give you like fettuccine, spaghetti, gnocchi, like literally listing off the pastas, because it's like, you can't just order pasta unless you want me to pick it for you and then tell you which pasta you think you should eat. So many questions. Well, you made the option. You made the decision to go into this. It's like if you go into an establishment and you're gonna buy something, then you need to do your homework first. It's like, do you show up to in the airport wanting to travel and be like, hey, I'd like to book a ticket today? That's bad. Like, don't do that. Like, don't go to an airport and be like, by the way, I'd like to book a today to go somewhere. Oh, well, we're gonna charge you an arm and a leg. There are very few times where you might actually spend less. I'll give you an example. Do you eat the food when food is watching? Which food? The food that we sell? I mean, at my job, you do have to sample the food, typically, to give a customer feedback, ideally. But, like, if you're asking me, I won't touch the fried chicken. Not because it's bad, but because my body would react to it. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm sorry. My body does not agree with this. I'm really happy that this demographic that enjoys this product enjoys it. But if my body fails and I can't function, that's a no. So I'm sorry, I can't eat that type of food. I did try the Chinese food and it was not bad, but I mean, I wouldn't eat it there every day. And I mean, there's a couple of reasons why. I mean, like, law of diminishing returns. I don't want to eat the same food every day. Even if I do eat, say, salad a lot, or like, I feel like all I do for breakfast is coffee and eggs. I really just do the light breakfast. And then if I eat more, so what type of Nintendo YouTubers do you watch? That's an excellent question. I mean, I do technically watch people. I used to really love Angry Video Game Nerd, and I still think he's solid, despite the fact that, it's been many years. I used to really love Game Theory at first, but then it just went like full like cash cow into Five Nights at Freddy's, and there was a point where I was like, enough of this. And then I came back to them for a while, and I was like, yeah, it's, I mean, I really don't want to get copyright music. Damn. I'm trying to think of people that I really want to watch. I used to watch We Fit Folder back in the day when he did that. I mean, I do watch Demeech, obviously. So, I'm trying to think what else I really enjoy off the platform. Are you excited for the Mario Galaxy movie? Of course. I'm very excited to watch that. Let me tell you a fun story real fast. When the first Mario Galaxy movie was about to be launched, like a couple months prior, I broke up with someone. And so when I started watching that movie, I basically would spend all my free time watching the original movie, the 2023 one, because I just had nothing to do during the day, and I would laugh at the little Luma that says that they pray for the sweet release of death, because I was like, that's me every day. I was like, wow, they caught me on camera. I love it. So I just laugh at that. That was my favorite. It's like when the Luma's like, there's no escape, only the sweet release of death. I was like, that was a great joke. That was beautiful. I loved it. So my favorite, although the best part, definitely the best part, is when they're being dropped into the lava and the Luma's like, whee! And then they're being raised in the lava and the Luma realizes that he's not going to be sacrificed. It's like, boo! It's like, it's just, I was bursting into it. That was just me laughing hysterically. I was like, that's cool. Gonna make some random memes. Of course I played the 3DS games. I played X and Y, I played Sun and Moon, and I've even played Ultra Sun and Moon and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So I played basically all the 3DS has to offer. I enjoy the 3DS games. The 3DS games, the 3DS Pokemon games are really solid games. I will say, I definitely started to feel some aspects of franchise fatigue. Then again, I also felt that a little in Gen 5. And then Sword and Shield came in, and I was like, wow, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, I really want to try Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, but sticking into Ultra Sun I don't think I've beaten that one. Ugh. I'm still walking home. Still going strong. So we've got 12 watchers. Woo! 12! You know, I'm kind of upset that I didn't get to go to see. Hey, Zenith, what's up? Don't forget to like the stream. I'm so close to 10. I really wanted to go to CES. I'm sad that Nintendo didn't do anything. Me too! Me too. We're almost at 10 likes. I really wish I could have gone to CES. Yeah, it was nice to see you again, Curbgo. I mean, I'm probably gonna be another 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20. I'm making sure. Yeah, I'll see you next stream. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Seattle chapter of the plan. Oh. So I actually did see Violet today. She was in good spirits. She was just as irritable as I saw her Yeah, no, I feel that. I have to say, I will say this, like, I probably could beat that game. I'm trying to think, how long would it take me to beat Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green? I'd probably say 10 hours. Like, maybe 12. Like, that game is so easy to play. Like, once you know everything, you could basically speedrun it. And at this point, it's like, I mean, what would be like... Oh yeah, there's the What Called Islands and the Sevi Islands, and they've got stuff in it. And I mean, if you just want to beat the game, the storyline isn't that long. It's a very fast game to beat. Like, to the Safeway. I'm so excited. Yay. You know, I have to say, just the parts, I'd say yes. I would say the 3DS is still worth it. Well, I found $2. Hooray, $2! So, whatever. This makes my bitter existence at least try to have it. Lucky. I wish the ones were hundreds. That'd be nice. I'm trying to, like, put words together. Oh. For a second, I read Atrian Odyssey as Mario Odyssey, and it's like, they made a Mario Odyssey on the 3DS? They made a Mario Odyssey on the 3DS? We're gonna keep walking, folks. We're gonna keep walking. Because I need to keep moving and keep going. This is life. Are you gonna watch the direct tomorrow? Yes, and I'm gonna stream it. Yes. Hi, Jens. Jens, are you gonna bump? Yes, we got 10 likes. Yay. Hooray. So, I'm walking right now, going home. It's very cold. My hands are freezing, I know that feeling. Yes, thank God for spring. Yay, spring! Woo! I heard. Here's my question for you. Did you watch Heated Rivalry? Did you watch Heated Rivalry? What's that? That is a Heated Rivalry? Yes, I did. Yes, I know you did. Never watched it yet. Oh my God, I love it. Are season 2? Yeah, I'm sure they are. I did see those. Those look pretty cool. Yep, 2 months. Tomodachi Life. It's cool, we're getting a lot more third-party amiibos now. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. You should make, they should make a Mario. Mario movie game. I don't know about that. They restocked the squishy Metroid amiibo. Look, I'm almost at Safeway. Woo! Yay! My favorite 3DS model? What happened to the bike you had? I don't really use it that much. Honestly, I'm afraid it's gonna get stolen if I don't use it. I always, like, I have to be upfront. When I would use that bike, like, I'd always just think, great, something I have to worry about that even if I lock it, people will try to steal it anyway. And so, like, you know, I'll never forget when I was in Philadelphia and I had a bike. I like the Majora's Mask 3D. I just spelled Majora's wrong, but I knew what it was. The gold one's so nice. I like the face plates. I like the face plates. Jubilee chicken burgers and pies. I'm almost home. I have the Xenoblade 3DS and the Pokemon Sun and Moon 3DS. Awesome. Love it. I will say, I am kind of shocked that the 3DS sales are not higher than I thought number-wise, because I know fans go crazy for handhelds, and like, the 3DS had so many version exclusives that they definitely sold a lot. So, I mean, I know it wasn't like, did the 3DS sell 80 million units? Remind me, how many units? Can someone Google the sales for the 3DS? I think the 3DS might have actually even beat out the Game Boy Advance. It was like 77 million. Okay. How many units did the Game Boy Advance sell? Really? I would have thought 3DS sold slightly more. But it's like with the 3DS, they had what? The original model, the XL, the 2DS, the new Nintendo 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS XL, and the 2DS XL. So it's basically 8 iterations. Well, 6 iterations, but whatever. I think with Game Boy Advance, it was just basically, I mean, the Game Boy Advance only had GBA, GBA-SP, and Micro, and that's it. But I felt like the SP had the best design. Yay, 10 likes. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, when phones got big, I mean, the DS was essentially the last handheld before, like, smartphones became big. And then when smartphones became big, you know, it's like families are like, they have to economize everything. So it's like, oh, I want so-and-so to have a handheld system, but the phone takes advantage of that. So why give them a DS when I can just let them play on their phone? Alright, so I'm almost home, and I decided to withhold off on exiting the stream because we've walked past Safeway. Now my throat's getting dry, so I'm gonna take a lozenge. Yeah, it is. Well, I guess if you want to count the Switch now, because now the Switch outsold the DS. Well, I think that's a terrible name for a console. New Nintendo Switch. What if they have a Switch 3? Yeah. You know what I do remember? N-Gage. Does anyone remember N-Gage? Because I remember N-Gage, but I never had one. Well, it's probably going to be like 10 years until the Switch 3. He'll be 60. Oh my god. Hopefully you're still with us then. I'll be freaking like 48. So, you know. Does my skin complexion still look good for 38? I guess the cold really does wonders for the skin. On top of diet, exercise, and every other thing I have to control. So, it's just the true facts. So I'm going to be passing by the Walgreens. There's this really nice fried chicken place called Izel's Chicken. Primary digital now, of course. Well, I think they'll charge, if they do a Switch 3, maybe it'll be Switch 3. That's a great question. Switch 3. Switch 3. Yeah, I could see 800. Maybe 7 or 650, yeah. So, I'll just show you guys around real quick. This is where I am. This is the cafe. There's the Walgreens. This is the nails place. I can't wait to get in that nice warm tub. Oh yeah, everything is definitely, you know, I will say I am going to miss physical media. I really would prefer to keep physical media. So we're going to cross the street. So we're going over here. Ah, my hands. The lights that are dangling around the buildings. It's not that special, but okay. And GameStop. Oh my god, GameStop is literally like dropping like crazy. I'm almost home. So this is pretty much the neighborhood that I live in. It's a very fascinating neighborhood. It probably won't be around after 5 years. Oh, you're talking about GameStop? Yeah, they probably become. So there's like a baseball field up ahead, and like a soccer field. Go, go, go. I'm stretching like crazy. My back is killing me. My neck is killing me. Can't wait to go home and rest. Take a nice hot bath. And just soak. Treat it like a hot tub. Oregon. Okay, that's the street I'm crossing onto. So I walk down Oregon until I get to the street I need to. So how is everyone doing? Getting hot chocolate. Definitely would like that. All right, here we go. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. Alright, so I think I'm going to end things here right now. Does anyone have any last words? Closing 2 minutes. We've got a closing 2 minutes. Does anyone want to say anything before I go? Anyone want to say anything before I go? Yes, no, maybe so? Nope. Zenith, you've got what you say. Clock Boy, I know you want me to go to the Vindu Donuts. Good talk with you, great. Yes, I'm still making AI content, I don't care. Direct predictions, have a lovely night, I will. Let's see. They're definitely... Are you gonna have... When's a gaming stream? Tomorrow? I don't know. I'm usually just, like... When I walk home, it takes a lot of energy and I just crash. And... You know, I confess, you know, I'm not gonna hold back. I cry at night. All the time. But, you know, I'm still here. So, anyway, we're pretty much approaching the, I guess, soccer field. Oh, yeah. So, gonna head out. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.